Hey, I forgot to do my timer. I'm timing these actually. Okay. If you've not seen the original Power of Attorney introduction video, you probably ought to go watch that. So, with a power of attorney, I think it is the most important document that you can do. Now, when you do this, you're going to have two options on this part. Do I make it immediately effective, or do I make it effective at some later date? I would say probably 95% of everyone that I ask that question to, do you want it now or do you want it in the future when you, quote, need it? Everyone's going to choose, well, I'll just do it later when I need it. That is called a springing power of attorney. And on its surface, it sounds great. And most attorneys will do a springing power of attorney. But as an elder law attorney, I've been through that process, and I'm going to advise you not to do that. A springing power of attorney is a document that you sign today, but it has absolutely no effect until it springs to life. And that springing is done generally by a physician determining that you're now, quote, medically incapacitated or can no longer handle your affairs. And then they write a letter, and then the agent comes into power. Well, that sounds great until you as the older person refuse to go to the doctor. And that happens with dementia. You become very paranoid that someone's going to steal all your money and throw you into a nursing home. So you're definitely not going to cooperate with them and go to the doctor, and your agent and that doctor get in cahoots and take away your powers and take away your money and throw you into a nursing home. So I've had cases where we had a springing power of attorney and we could not get it sprung, shall we say, and we had to end up in court doing a guardianship, where the whole purpose of a power of attorney is to avoid guardianship court. But there are times with a springing power of attorney that it can throw you into court because the person refuses to go to the doctor. I recommend that you do an immediate power of attorney. The reason being is you're very careful on who you pick, and that person needs to understand they have a fiduciary power or duty, a fiduciary duty, which says they are to put your interest above theirs. Yes, they can close your bank accounts. Yes, they can give away your assets. They can do a whole lot of things, but legally they can only do it in your best interest. If they do close out your bank account, or if they do gift themselves money, and it was not in your best interest to protect your money or to protect you, they have violated that duty. I, as your attorney, can go after them civilly, and a prosecutor can go after them criminally for doing this. All right? Once I explain that to a potential agent that may be a little bit iffy, they straighten up and it's like, okay, got it. All right. So I encourage you, do not do springing powers of attorney, because there's a possibility you could still end up in court at the point when you refuse to go to the doctor. Tell your attorney, work with an attorney who fully understands this and will do a immediately effective power of attorney so that it's in place right now, which is very convenient. If you're on vacation in Hawaii and the bank calls or investment company calls or whatever, and they need a signature and your agent can do it quickly, that's very convenient for them to be able to do it. Even though you're completely competent, completely fine, they can then take care of it. I have a power of attorney. My wife is my agent, and it was immediately effective. She can do anything I need to do right now. And a whole lot of our clients, essentially all of them, appoint an agent that's typically their child, and they have the power to do stuff, but they generally don't until they need to. All right? So springing versus immediate, I really encourage you to do the immediately effective power of attorney. All right?